We stopped shooting My Woman. There's a show being called My Woman when I was looking for a wife. Then my boy Katebuka. I know. Yeah. But that show, I was very serious. I was looking for a woman. I was like, hey, kumekubaya. Wacha nitafutia hapa kashori. So ule mwenye atakuwa number 1, I will intentionally date her na tutapendania huko mbele. Nikapata mtu. Kuna venye shetani anawakingi. Have you ever noticed that people want you when you have someone? When you are in the market, nobody is interested. Hey, me there's a time, I've told you guys that time I had a very serious happening. After that I was single for 2 years. Women are looking at me like this. Say, hi, shorty. You're in someone's DM, hey, unabishana coffee, bah! And then later you find someone like this, after you've not even been very serious, you just told the person, okay, see, we try and figure this out. Hey, Obinna, hey, everybody, hey, yo, you ladies, sit down. The line is long. You're in the queue. Trying to be serious. No wonder people cannot even be faithful. Trying to be faithful and then... Ladies, you see, it's not like tumependa. There's someone I follow on Instagram when your content yake ni masuti, when you have a suti, sijui unapea suti gani na gani na gani na gani. So you have to figure out what your content is. Once you figure out what, done deal. What I do differently from other content creators, there's a time kulikuwa na maandamano online that Obinna amefungua YouTube page 1 million. Did you guys see it? Yeah. Obinna, kila siku unafunga Obinna amefungua page nyingine. Obinna. Yeah, because I figured out what. And then this what has to go to a certain place. And get to the where. Okay? This what, I'm like, now nataka kufanya Zabe. Zabe na Katelo. What is Zabe? Zabe ni base. Maboys wamekampani wanapiga story. And then wakipiga story, this story ni story za Java. So it needs a page on its own that is not Obinna Show Live. Obinna Show Live this story za Java. But Obinna Show Live iko na guests wake. Who are the guests on Obinna Show Live? Either prominent people or controversial people or motivational and inspirational people. So leo nakana politician tupiga story because I'm a prominent person. But kesho kitu nafanyika TikTok that I'm like, okay, I was saying TikTok an organization. Now let me bring this person wakae chini start to pick a story because when you're TikTok talking live, everybody who's giving a comment there when you're live, you want to respond to all of them. Now, oh, thank you for the flowers. Tuma lion, tuma ngombe. Nini kila msema kwabo. So you get derailed. But when you sit down on YouTube, now there's a structure. You get? Watu wampatiwa matropical mpaka kidogo tumegeuka super metro. Kile ule mzee ananipatia hivi kumbe ni tropical. And I enjoy the moment. Okay? So, once you figure out what, you will know why. Okay? I see what is it for Juala Masala. Yeah. Back in the day, Juala used to mean a very different thing. Gen Z's will know the comment. Like, huh? What are you talking about? Juala? Yeah. It's fine. You were able to get munya, so you get. Yeah. But what moja wewe rutisha. Mtu wana budget ya rutisha. Rutisha. Haya, mwalimu sipia wewe uonje tropicals kidogo. Hii inaitwa aje hii? Unaiona? No. Haya. Hiyo ni content. Umeniletea kitu. Sikuwa naenda kukaa for now, wacha niweke hapa. Haya. Tumemaliza. Kama Juala umeweka kwa mfuko. Umeangalia. Drop hapo chini. Na wachiki. Ya tukitoka research kila mzee Juala yako kwa wapi ile nini. Alright. Okay, so once you figure out what content you are doing, then now you'll figure out why. So, why do I do what I do? Number one is because I love it. It's what I've always wanted to do. Since I was a child, I wanted to be on TV, I wanted to be on radio, I wanted to be on the newspaper, and that's what I'm doing. So, no matter what is happening in my life, Ikifika Monday, utaona Obinna show live.
Our international students are complaining.
Ah, sorry, I forgot. Let's speak in French. Je suis, j'ai contenté le mandat Obinna show live. So I've been speaking Kiswahili, you guys are not getting it? Damn, it's fine. Read the subtitle. Okay, so once you figure out what, now you go to the why. Okay, why do you do it? Why I do what I do is because I love doing what I do. I love entertainment. I love making people laugh. I love making people smile, and I will do anything possible to do that to the people. Okay, so how do I do this? Through my shows. So if I get paid or I don't get paid doing what I do, doesn't matter. That is secondary. That the money is very important. But most of the time I did a video and I said there's a time I didn't have my YouTube for a while. We were not making any money for a while, and I just kept on doing it. I would get money elsewhere and I would challenge it to content creation. Why? Because that is what I love to do. So once you figure out your why, very important. If your why is money, bro, know you are there for money. Let the money wake you up in the morning. Say, hey, me, I want the money, so I will go. Who has landed at the airport? Jose Chameleon. I will go to Jose Chameleon to the airport in the afternoon. Who is where? I will go there because your why is money. Go there for the money. If your why is the people, there's a show that you like that's normally in that cartoon. I'm here because of do that one. If your why is whatever your why is, figure out what your why is. Once you figure it out, every other thing will make sense. But if you don't have a why, oh, I saw Obinna did a video, even want to do a video in the car. Oh, I saw Nandi, oh, let me do. Then tomorrow, now you don't have direction because now you don't have a why. Now you're just checking what other people are doing, and then you're copy pasting, and you don't know their why. My why is not your why. There are people who come into content creation because now life is not working. Okay? Which can also be your why. Say, hey man, I've tried, where? I did political science, but where? I've differed, I graduated, but life is not lifing, there are no jobs, so let me try dancing on TikTok. Know that you're there because this is not working, so bro, you don't have a backup plan. So your focus is dancing, you do those games, those to unga, the oil, they apply the do that thing because that is your why. If you want to do it to get back to your ex, that is your why. Yes, ladies, the guys, it's struck enough, eh? They're like, hey, I'm going to be very famous and he's gonna come back looking for me. That is your why. Do it because of that. Let that be your drive. Mine, back in the day, my why was poverty. Yeah. But later I realized it was not even about the money. It was, I just loved doing it. Okay? And that is my why. So figure out your why. Then when? When do you want to start doing it? When will you be doing it? This one I would highly recommend. Let your when be now. You keep postponing, you keep procrastinating, you might not start. And if you don't start, you'll not improve, you'll not learn, you'll not achieve the goal you want. So once you figure out when am I starting? When am I doing it? When? Now. Most people always tell me all the time, Obinna, I want you to help me get me an iPhone so I can start shooting content. Get me what? I'm like, you're not hungry enough. Each one of us knows a friend who has a good phone. Trust me, whether it's your mom, your uncle, your whatever. Once you figure out what you want to do, why you want to do it, when, will just come automatically. You just go, talk to your uncle. Uncle Niaje, on Sundays, you normally chill at your home. Within 2 hours like this before you go to church, just help me shoot this one, you send me, I upload, and then you continue to whatever. You will figure it out. But you're waiting, and you want to get an iPhone 14 Pro Max. And then so you go and shoot. I've seen people who do content with very bad cameras. And they're just consistent and it works. I'm not saying bad quality is good. We'll get to that conversation later. But once you're hungry enough, your what, your why, and your when will align. Right? The final step. Where? You figured out what content creation you want to do. You've figured out why you're doing it. You figured out when you are doing it, which is now. Now, where do you want to post it? Or where do you want to share it? What is your stronghold? What is your forte? Okay, my stronghold has been YouTube for the longest, because YouTube is more organized, a bit organized. We have a couple of social media platforms because digital is the future. Everybody right now is going digital. Even later in the next 5-10 years, if you don't start right now, you'll be very sorry you didn't start now. Digital is the future. All these other media houses are dying. Trust me, digital is doing better than these media houses. You know why? Back in the day when I used to work on radio, someone used to pay about 700,000 for a 40 seconds advert on radio. Unasikiliza na uchukunywa maji yetu nini ya Goldchild Media Institute wa maji bora kabisa nini 700 G's and they were making money. Newspaper, oh, that was crazy. TV, now that was untouchable. Whether TV used to have timelines when you go around news, because our parents used to care about the news. As we go as we get on TikTok, let me post news. 6:50 to 9 p.m. There the rates are crazy. People will pay 1.5 million for a 40-second advert just on TV. You see someone comes there talk about some yogurt, someone talks about shoe polish, whatever. It was crazy because that is when the prime time was there. And then that was the only way you could disseminate information to people in the shadows, whatever. Nowadays, someone thinks about 1.5 million, I get a 40-second advert on TV around news and I can look for Obinna and I can give Obinna 50,000 and Obinna will dance in town. Well, which are your God? Which are your God? You see, I will give a Rekomoni will pull up and down with a horse. Good up on a horse. Hey, allow, now you take on stage. So you see, nowadays, the digital economy has disrupted that market. Instead of them going to these big media houses, they come to you directly. So if you work on what you're working on well, the money is going to come eventually. Because the market they're looking for, you have it. It is right there.